Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I took that from Welcome Back, Kotter, from when we were young, you know what I'm saying?
I used to watch it.
I love that show. I've got two incredible guests for this evening. Today is Wednesday, September 17th. I have our longtime friends, Miss Jennifer Maghan of Lost Dog Coffee.
The Black Dog Coffee Company.
Black Dog Coffee? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I do that every... Black Dog. Oh, I'm sorry, Jennifer. Oh, my. What an opening. And my all-time favorite man crush.
You made me relax, dude. So anything I do is awful.
Hey, but you got my last name right.
Yes, I did. Maghan. And my longtime friend and all-time favorite man crush, Mr. Joe Ham.
Thank you, Don.
So,
thanks, guys.
Let's go ahead, Nick, and we'll bring up our first picture. And I think, Jennifer, you and I are going to have a long talk about Black Dog Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Black Dog Coffee. I took this off your Facebook page, and I absolutely loved it.
Thank you. That was at the State Fair this year, and my favorite, Trudy's Ice Cream, and the owners have been there, I think, almost 60 years now, that ice cream store, and they make fresh ice cream every day. So, yeah, a good memory.
That's awesome.
Good picture.
Thank you.
And we have Black Dog Coffee. We have your Facebook page, and we'll bring that up after a conversation with me and you. I want to talk about Black Dog Coffee. Let's talk about the history, talk about how this thing got started, and where you're at with Black Dog Coffee and how people can come to your establishment. Anything you want to share with our audience, please.
Thanks, Don. Thanks, Nick. So Black Dog started 19 years ago, and started by my husband, Brian. And he started in his garage roasting coffee. And then it went to farmers markets and wholesale accounts. And then I joined about 3 years later, and just... I didn't realize I would fall in love with something like coffee. And at the time, I was doing some other public service work at the time. So, I was serving my second term of office. And everyone said, run again so you'll never have to work again. And I was like, what? Yeah. How about someone else do it? And I go jump into this family business. And so happy that I did.
Now, you guys are located where?
We're in Shenandoah Junction in Jefferson County, in between, kind of between Martinsburg and Jefferson and Charlestown, kind of in the geographic center off of Route 9. And we've been there now since 2012. And, we roast a lot of coffee and have a lot of great business partners across the state and tri-state area and abroad. And we ship coffee, but our home base is where we roast and have people come in and get their favorite drinks from baristas, and we bake gluten-free from scratch, and cinnamon rolls and pepperoni rolls without, everything's super clean because I'm kind of crunchy. I've always been. So if I'm eating clean, everybody has to eat clean. I care about health, and so that's really just in our business. When you walk in, people always like, I feel healthier just coming here. It's like, well, because we're not going to poison you with high fructose corn syrup. This whole thing with country, the whole country having to change ingredients. It was like Christmas to me. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, finally, we're going to get to a point where I won't have to spend 20 minutes reading a label just to get something. And so that's how I want people to feel when they come in our shop, that they can trust the food and drinks that they're eating, and give it to their friends and family and kids, and we'll see them for as long as we get to see each other, but they'll just stay well. Yeah.
I love that. Nick, can we bring up the Black Dog Coffee's Facebook page? This is one of your social media things, so I think anyone watching the show, if you want to learn more about Black Dog Coffee Company, check out the Facebook page. And how else can people follow or be interested?
They can follow us on Instagram, Black Dog Coffee WV, or just go onto our website, blackdogcoffee.net.
Okay.
And or just come visit us.
Come
so
visit.
yeah,
Yeah,
come visit
physical.
us. We've got historic coffee roasters, 1931 and 1958. These giant cast iron drum roasters, and we give tours and tastings, and we just love when people come to visit us.
Now, do you occasionally do music? Because I know a couple of times you were doing
We
music during
did
the.
for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah, we did. We want to start getting back into it again, but there's some legal things that
gotcha.
always, seem to mess up a good thing. So we're not sure if we want to go that route again. But as far as just having people come in and play, when people pass by, if they want to sit and pick, they're usually on our front porch playing, and it's really, it's nice. It's a good space to play.
Yes,
It is.
yes. I've
Yeah.
been to. I've been out there when people are playing. I've had a wonderful
thank you.
time.
Yeah.
I love the space. Easy parking, easy access, and you guys offer so much more than just coffee too. Like there's other things in
We've
the
got
space.
teas and smoothies, and next door to us we have Trolley Express Cafe. So they're making really nice, beef burgers and beef bacon and all kinds of yummy, delicious menu items. And then Orris Farm Market moved in as well. So we've got a mini Orris Farm Market right next door to us, which is really, very
That's
convenient.
fantastic.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's fun. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good time. Dog friendly, come
Dog
off
friendly.
the trail. Yeah, it's a good time.
Well, Joe, it's been a while since we've been together. Like, I don't think it's been a while since you've played any music with Seven Arts Archives. But I wanted to open the conversation before we get into both of yours interests, history, and I want to talk about that. But let's talk about anywhere that you're performing or anything that you have going on in the near future. That's you've been playing on a fairly regular basis.
I wouldn't call it regular. Maybe just a couple times a month. I'd like to get back into it next year a little heavier. Still dealing with this back injury. I want to make sure that I have no reason to cancel a gig. I've only canceled one in my whole time.
Yeah. So you don't have any upcoming
I
dates?
got the 28th, 2 to 4. It's on a Sunday at the Down Under in Charlestown.
Okay, September 28th.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up Joe's Facebook page. Joe, your Facebook page is public, right? Anyone can access it. Yeah, I don't think
Pretty
you're marked
sure it
private.
is, yeah.
And that's where you tend to post when you're performing.
Yeah.
You have a pretty strong following. You have a lot of friends like myself that have known you for a long time, love coming out and hearing you play. And Stephen Smith's a big fan of yours, too.
How is he?
Look at us.
I
It's
didn't
a
know
long
that.
time ago.
Yeah, there's a
Me
picture of
and-
me in it.
Yeah,
That
me
was
and
from
you. That was a long time.
Bad Habits.
Click and
That was, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's awesome.
Yeah, how
Perfect.
about that?
Nice shot.
Yeah. That is
Who took that one?
beautiful.
No, it's nice. We're in each other's timeline.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. So anyone, I encourage you guys to friend request my friend Joe Ham. Follow him, support his music, come out to his venues. He does some pretty crazy, or not crazy stuff. He does some pretty fantastic stuff. The crazy stuff you get on and get to talk about next. I wanted to plug one other thing that we at Seven Arts Archives, Nick and I did this together. I believe this was during the pandemic, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5 years ago.
And this is this episode is a little bit similar to that. Let's go ahead and pull up the artist spotlight. We recorded Joe at the Let There Be Rock School during the pandemic. I encourage everyone, please, check out the music. Jennifer, we have you on Seven Arts as well.
Love that wooden
Alright.
floor.
Yeah. All right, you can go ahead and bring that down. We're going to hopefully see some of that again live, But again, check out Seven Arts Archives. Subscribe to the channel. Support what we do. So I wanted to do this episode. This one we've titled Artificial Intelligence and Music. And with both of you guys, music is such an integral part of your lives. So, Jennifer, my first question is, when did music start for you? And share with us how this thing evolved from an interest to the passion that I've seen you bring to the stage.
I think music started in the womb. I came out, my parents were always singing. Papa was always playing guitar or harmonica or something. So it was always part of our family. We had a family choir growing up. And then, of course, in high school, my rebellious wasn't really rebellious. I was like, can I have money for this? I'm going to go be in a band. So, and everything that I earned was toward instruments. And then just, I think a lot of it, the writing, the playing, that is mostly emoting, because I'm always in the public eye, and I'm always got a smile on my face. Things are always good, but in life things aren't always good.
Yeah.
Everyone looks at my Facebook. Oh, you're so fun. You do so many things. Your life is so exciting. Well, no, I work a lot of hours.
Yeah.
I just happen to be really good at posting, and you happen to get in my algorithm. So thanks. So, but as far as music, I like Joe. It's something I want to pursue more full time, and I feel like now in this time that we're living in, it's amazing to be living in this time because. I was thinking when I started playing music, I had a Roland D50, and those sounds were just like so cool, and you could play like super futuristic alien sounds. And now I hear we've got aliens for real, and what do they think of those sounds? Like,
Right.
I don't know, but it's the music now. I think it lends itself, like, people want to hear stories. They want to be told a story in a music form. I think they like to kind of live vicariously through music because you can kind of be in your own world, and some people I know, they'll listen to a song on repeat over and over again because it hits home, or a certain band. I've got a girlfriend, she just listens to the same band over and over again, knows everything about every person in the band, and I think that's awesome, that music hits people different. So I don't really have an ego about it, or, I don't want to be a rock star. I feel like I was born to sing, and it's my gift, and God gave me a gift, and I like to share with people.
Yeah.
And so that's how I approach it. So, I just like to do that. But this AI stuff, oh my gosh. No.
Unbelievable.
So I have a friend just asked me to sing on a song he wrote, and he said, "Yeah, I'm expecting just like the rough track and some lyrics, and like, okay, oh no, I get a fully produced AI version with the harmonies, which I'm singing, in the backup." And then I was so intimidated. I'm like, I can't sound like that. Like, I told him, I was like, dude, it's already pretty perfect. I'd roll with that, So it was really, I can understand, like, I've been in the studio and you tweak something with AI just so you don't have to go re-record something or things like that, and I don't really like the pitch correction or any of that, but I see the value in it. But I also see that it's very soulless.
Yes.
Ooh, took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. Let me go with Joe. Same thing with you. Let's start with how music became part of your life, how you evolved. The one thing, the thing for me as your longtime friend, I think for me, like, the favorite part of the journey is having known you, at such a young age and being so passionate about heavy metal, like from the 80s and stuff like that. And then to see where you're at now as a musician. So that's always fascinated me. So please, let's talk about, how you became a musician and how music became such a passionate part of your life.
I didn't start till my middle 20s actually playing an instrument. Always wanted to play drums at first. Always going around beating on stuff. And I think I was, mid-20s. I had an accident, car accident. It was pretty bad when I was going to be laid up for a while. So I was thought, this would be a good time to go out and get that guitar. If you look hard enough, that was pretty much obvious, the good that came out of something we consider bad as a car accident. But sometimes it takes a long time to realize if there was any good at all in something. Maybe 10 years down the road, you figure it out. Hey, there's something good that came out of that negative part of my life. But, that's how it started. And
When
it
you
was
first...
pretty much just, and I use it now for therapy. Like, if I got a bad day, go home and takes my mind off everything, takes all my pain away too. It's like I can be slightly hurt, and I'll sit down on the couch, and all of a sudden, I think dwelling or thinking about it can make it worse, make inflammation worse. I don't know, but it seems like it just takes my same thing when I'm at work. I don't think about it, so I don't feel it as much. But yeah.
Let me ask, when you first started playing music, playing guitar, was it metal? Were you first trying to play metal? Is that where it started?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
It was that era.
So how, when you look back, how do you evolve? Like, how does it become, from wanting to play metal to I love this blues? I mean, tell us about that.
A friend of mine introduced me to Johnny Prine. Cliff Hale introduced me to Johnny Prine and Muddy Waters, and it all went from there. I was like, whoa, man, I really like this stuff. This is really cool. And then, I listened to both back then. I don't listen to metal too much anymore. If I do, it's something that they use the classical scales with, and I've listened to classical at home since 17 or 18, 2000. And I'll hear a song and I'm like, whoa, except that intro to whatever, I think it was Metal Heart, is a classical song. I'm like, they did it with an octave pedal, but it was pretty cool. I'm like, wow, man. No copyrights on that stuff either, man.
It's funny. Nick, let's go ahead and bring up our first clip. Now, this is what kind of prompted this conversation. I'm a big fan of Jack Morgan, and we're a YouTube show. We're a YouTube channel, so I want to share the other YouTubers that I really enjoy. Jack has a funny channel. He's got a wonderful sense of humor. He records out of California. I just think he's a lot of fun. So this we're only going to watch a couple of minutes of this. I encourage everyone to check this out. Jack Morgan. This is called AI is Taking Over the Music Industry. Let's go ahead and play a couple of minutes of this.
This is mind-blowing. Just buckle up.
Instead of dancing in the dark, let's go out tonight.
Isn't he cute, Jack? He's a cutie.
The moon is shining bright. Let's go out tonight. California moon is shining, shining on you. California moon is shining, shining on you. Oh,
He's actually good.
He's going
shining
crazy.
on you. Stop. Now I'm going to
Right here,
paste
dude.
in the lyrics.
In 10 seconds.
And I'm just going to hit create.
Just watch.
Let's count together. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Come on, Joe. 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Get some, Jack.
7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 10 seconds. This is what it created in 10 seconds.
Instead of dancing in the dark,
Bro.
let's go out tonight.
I'm not faking this. This actually just happened.
Shining bright.
He's so disappointed.
Fully produced.
Let's go out tonight. California moon
It caught all the chord progressions. A minor, back to G.
shining on you.
That's nice.
California moon
Now let's do the B minor.
shining on you.
There's the B minor.
Wow.
Oh,
Now, are you ready for the death punch?
shining on
In that 10 seconds, oh, I love that. That was very Eagles. In that same 10 seconds, it created 2 versions.
Dude, I didn't even reach
You
it
can
this
go ahead
far in
and
the
bring it
video.
down.
2 versions.
That's pretty revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? To see this level of technology. What's your first just take of this? What's your thoughts, Joe?
I'm not surprised, really. The stuff that they're doing now, but I like the first version better. To tell you the truth, if
The
it's
human
raw.
version. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're going out to see him at a club, unless he has some backing tracks, you know, or somebody sit there do the backing tracks or whatever, I thought it was way too refined. I like raw, man. I mean, I like a little reverb.
This is
a
what I
little this
was
or
looking
that.
for. This
Yeah.
is what I was hoping. Jennifer, you too. Like, what was your thought on the video? And then I've got one more video we're going to watch, but I want to hear your thought on that.
I think that there's a definite place for it, especially when people want to write a song that makes it really easy and convenient. But I think for you to live up to that performance would be hard. So for a lot of musicians, like those perfectly polished things, it's like putting your really good picture from 20 years ago on a dating site. Yeah.
Nice.
Now you're going to go perform live, and then without all of that, are you going to lip sync your own songs, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you sing it perfect every time? I don't know.
So this first video, and it makes sense. I understand what you guys are saying. It's a tool. I can accept a tool. So Nick, let's go ahead and watch this next video. We're going to watch about 2 minutes of this news story.
A follow-up to a story that we brought you just a few weeks ago. You might remember Sadie Winters and her song Walking Away. We created it and her for a story on AI's effect on the music industry, all in just a matter of minutes using programs available to the public. As Dave Malkoff shows us, Sadie has now taken on a life of her own.
You're listening to Walking Away, Sadie Winters on B98.5.
Whether you were listening to the radio in Atlanta, Seattle,
I want to play this clip for you.
St. Louis,
Let me know where at 2:30.
Winters
or even the Joe Rogan experience,
You watch it make this song, and then you listen to the song, and you're like,
there has been one artist who has exploded in popularity this week. In case you missed it,
it's like, listen to this.
Create a square avatar of a fictitious female alternative/indie singer and a name for her.
Wow, Sadie Winters.
Just going to create the song lyrics.
Wait, how many seconds was that?
That was like about 4 seconds. Oh, God. Put my lyrics in.
The lyrics that happened in 4 seconds.
Yes. And then hit create. Let's listen.
I was paper, you were scissors.
look at music educator Rick Beato's eyes. You can see the moment his creation becomes real.
And I don't know how long it took you from start to finish to...
Less than 3 minutes. Yeah. We kind of knew what AI could do. We never expected this Sadie Winters to build a fan base. So we went back to Rick Beato to get his take on what's happened here.
When Joe Rogan mentioned it, he was shocked too that it's going to put people out of business, even though I don't believe that that's true.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, no.
Why not?
Once people find out that it's an AI artist and there's not an actual human to see, I think that there's a disconnection.
It's kind of an investment for you to be a fan. You have to put money and time and effort into being a fan.
That's right.
Can you imagine that there's people out there making music videos to...
You can go ahead and bring it down. I think that sums it up. What is that? Almost 2.5 minutes. So you've literally created an artificial rock star. So my biggest question is like music created without a human being. Like they're completely created like without a human being. Like she's not real. She didn't write the lyrics. She's, you know. Mr. Ham, your thoughts on this thing? Is Frankenstein? I mean, is it as valid as say like the Rolling Stones? You know what I'm saying?
About how quick they did this. It's like, you know, I've got songs that I've been working on for a decade and still aren't finished.
Right.
And maybe we'll never get finished. But I can see it as a useful tool. Yeah, there's a couple songs that I've refused to play that are my own. I can't find a sweet spot with the capo. I can't hit this one certain note in a couple songs, and I would say, would I cheat? and hit that, what do you call it, the
Auto-tune.
auto-tune button.
Right.
I don't know if I would do that or not, or just scrap the whole song or find somebody else to sing it or what, but yeah. It's mind-boggling. Like I
It
said,
is.
I'm new to this.
Yes,
I haven't
yes.
I haven't looked into it much.
Yeah, no.
And you
So
know,
just
you told me about this podcast a couple of days ago, so I went and listened to a couple songs. One of them was the Beatles, Now and Then, with the deceased John Lennon's voice.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. But I didn't think it was going to be creepy, but when I listened to it, it was quite creepy.
That's wild. Jennifer, your thought on this whole idea of a completely artificial artist. I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Well, they call them music idols, and there'll be a lot of false idols.
Yes.
People, we've already heard of terrible things happening to people sitting there talking to an AI-generated being
Yes.
and then unaliving themselves.
Right.
So music is powerful, as we
Yes.
all know.
Yes.
And words are
Yes.
powerful.
Yes.
And it's cool technology, just like the self-driving cars. But I wouldn't want to be in the middle of a highway with no control over my vehicle. And I don't think, the music, I'm sure we're already listening to AI-generated commercials and ads and things that are,
Yes, it's
you don't have
huge.
to hire
It's
a
huge.
jingle artist anymore. You can just type the words, your words in of your business and probably make things, and if I make videos, of course, the apps I use are AI powered. Of course, they all are now because you can do everything on your phone. So I think technology is definitely going to where we're not needing as much human input. But I feel like for it to be relevant to more people, there has to be some kind of human input.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, as to me, artificial intelligence will always be the character Ash from the 1979 Alien film, right? That's the robot that tries to kill Sigourney Weaver, and he is trying to get he's doing what Mother tells him. So artificial intelligence, other than in my phone, is not part of my life. So Nick, our producer, he lives with AI. It is an active part of his life. I had a friend I was talking to about the AI, and I was like, okay, when I ride with Nick, that's AI. I've ridden in his Tesla. It's one of the most amazing experiences in my life to actually be in a car driven by artificial intelligence. When we use Alexa, different things like that. When I had the conversation about doing this episode, Nick he said, hey, I want to show you this. Nick, will you set this up and show it to both Jennifer and Joe, and we'll get their reaction to this one too.
So the first one is audio. You may or may not know this song, but it's from like the year 2003. It's from a rapper named 50 Cent, just in case you've never heard of that name.
Yeah.
That's a song.
Yeah.
It's one of his more
And
popular
niggas
songs.
tryna take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better
Name the
watch
song
how you
is called
talk when
Many
you
Men.
talk about me. Cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, many men.
They put an AI version out, and I saw this when I was listening to Joe Rogan a little while back. They did an AI version, and it came out as a 1960s like soul song.
Check this out.
I think
That's a
gonna
good
end up
question.
coming back. Like,
Yeah,
That's a good
because now that they're
question.
saying AIs might be sentient beings.
Sentient.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what do you want? More credits for fake tacos? Like, what are we getting here? I don't know.
And this is a conspiracy theory channel, and we'll use this to close before we go to our musical. For me, right, I think of all of this new technology that is now being incorporated into our daily lives. When you and I, well, all three of us were younger, it wasn't there. But this all comes post Roswell crash 1947, right? I feel very much that this AI stuff is theirs. reconfigured, reused, manipulated, used by man. I believe a lot of the technology that's being introduced into our society at this point originates from the Roswell incident. If you follow the channel, I've done a couple of episodes on disclosure and different things like that. That's just my theory. I know most people, they already think I'm fucking crazy, which is accurate, but you know, your thoughts on where this goes, Joe? Does this replace human beings in music? I mean, that's a serious question. Could we get to a point in, say, 10 years where the only music available is AI? Will young people continue to learn to play music? That's another question.
I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens, you know. That's my first thought, you know. If AI is going to be this much better, what's the point, you know, in learning an instrument, putting in all this time, you know. I'll just go fishing and play in a garden. And
I don't think they're going to go fishing, and I don't think they're going to go play in a garden either. I mean, that's just, but no.
AI fishing?
Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit more.
Just the name artificial.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's why they refer to it as AI in most things, because people get turned off by that artificial word.
Yeah, really.
It used to be called, we were relying on artificial intelligence, and now it's just everybody just AI this, AI that, AI this, and people forget what the A in AI is. Right?
Yes,
like
artificial.
It's fake. Yeah. It's fake intelligence. It's computerized intelligence, which I do use.
Yes.
On a
daily basis. Jennifer, your thought on this? Will the impact it'll have on music in the future? What's your thought on that? Do you think people will stop playing or picking up instruments?
I don't think so.
I hope not.
I hope not either, but I think that just being in the circles that I'm around, a lot of the traditional skills are being learned and taught, and good. I feel music is something you feel at a very young age, and unless they lobotomize us early, you know, you're going to find your way. If you're a musician, you're going to find a way to emote musically. Yes. That is just, you can't, it's just like if you draw pictures, you're an artist, or paint, you can't help but to express yourself. And unless they take freedom of expression away from us, I feel like people will still be there. Now, I think that you might be able to just have a soloist with an AI band, and you wouldn't have to have so that, you know, of course, you always like, oh, the drummer's not here, you know, there's always, you won't have to worry about that, you know, and I could see how musicians, like right now, even people hook up to MIDI and they go and do solo shows. Mm-hmm. They don't have a band. So if you could just say, okay, on the fly, I'm going to sing this song, and all of a sudden you've got backup, I can see the usefulness in that. And I can see it being like very affordable and probably being used right now. But I think all in all, people still want to have a human connection when it comes to art. And even on all those futuristic movies, art is still an essential part of our, you know, society. Like if you look into just even reading books, art and music is always something that connects with people. So I feel like it's still going to be there, but more accessible to the artist. Just like graphic artists now can imagine things and then tip their little electronic pen, and they're like, look what I painted. I'm like, you didn't use a drop of paint. but digital art is a thing now. So I feel like that's where our society is going.
Yeah. We're definitely in, what is it? A Brave New World? Is that Aldous Huxley's book? I believe it is. I loved Aldous Huxley. I read a few of his books. The Doors of Perception. That's what Jim Morrison took the name of the Doors from. So we're in a brave new world, and this dystopian future is upon us. We're going to take a break. We're going to set our musicians up, and we're going to do some super positive music. So bear with us, and thanks everyone for tuning in, and stick around. Bye. I want to thank everyone for sticking around. Please subscribe to the channel. Please watch our shows, and please share our shows. We need your support. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Jennifer Maghan. Take it away, Jen.
Thanks, Don. It's called You're Out of Control.
Who done made you boss today? Why do you play these games that you play? Were you picked on? Was somebody mean to you as a child? Are you angry? Or are you just in denial? You're out of control. Like a car about to crash, I pray for your soul. But you need a good kick in the ass. I try to love you, and you make it so hard to do, but it's worth it. That's why I'm praying for you. Sit back and ask why you do what you do. Is it of your own free will or someone telling you to? It's just a vicious circle of evil and hate. Unity is what we need. It's never too late. You're out of control. Like a car about to crash, I pray for your soul. But you need a good kick in the ass. I try to love you, and you make it so hard to do, but it's worth it. That's why I'm praying for you. Terrorizing victims, you don't even know their names. Exponential numbers who have suffered from your games. Widows are left crying, orphans left to dry their tears. All we need is peace and love, here and everywhere. You're out of control. Like a car about to crash, I pray for your soul. But you need a good kick in the ass. I try to love you, yeah, and you make it so hard to do, but it's worth it. That's why I'm praying for you. You know I'll be praying for you. Who died and made you boss today?
That was absolutely incredible. Do you want to do one more? It's up to you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know what to play today.
No.
I was thinking hard, but I wrote this song. I think you've heard it. I think I've played it with 7 Arts before. So it's called Revolution. And actually, my husband, he said, why don't you play that song? And I said, okay. So, Brian, thank you.
I'm gonna say a little prayer for you. My hands are tied, that's all that I can do, yeah. Keep the little faith you have, if that is all you have to save your life. All you have to save your life. We all must live in unity in times of uncertainty. Motivate the population, stimulate with education, rectify the tragedy at hand. We need a revolution in our hearts and in our minds for the Constitution. Now there's something to stand behind, don't know on our nation. Under one God to tear at the seams, we gotta keep it together for our future and our dreams. We gotta keep it together. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend to take a stand against the enemy. Take your neighbor by the hand, or lend him one if that is what he needs. Is that really all he needs. We need a revolution in our hearts and in our minds, support the Constitution. Now that's something to stand behind. Don't want our nation under one God to tear out the seams. We gotta keep it together for our future and our dreams. We gotta keep it together. Oh, we're keeping it. We gotta keep it together. Have you ever voted? Have you ever flown our flag? Have you served your country? Do you support the troops that we have? Are you an achiever? Or do you just feed out the system that runs? And do you plan for tomorrow? Or just take it like it comes? We need a revolution in our hearts and in our minds, support the Constitution. And now there's something to stand behind. Don't want our nation under one God to tear out the seams. We gotta keep it together for our future and our dreams. We gotta keep it together. Oh, we're keeping it. We gotta keep it together.
Woo! That was incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Jennifer Maghan. We're going to fade to black, and then we got Mr. Joe Ham coming up, so please stick around. Hey, everyone. You're not stuck in the Matrix. I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to the channel. Please watch our content. Please share our content. Please comment, subscribe, all the stuff that helps in the algorithm. We're at a very interesting point with the show. So we definitely need your support. We want the show to continue to grow, and we hope to do more stuff like that. Joe Ham has been my man crush since junior high, and it is always an honor and a pleasure to introduce my old friend to an audience. So, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Ham.
Thank you so much, Don. Pleasure to be here today. We ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys remember that little Orange Mills box that used to sit on the front of people's houses there on the side of the road with the Buyer's Guide logo on it? Okay, yeah. This one's called the Buyer's Guide. Little girl, advertise. Whoa, run it in the Buyer's Guide. Whoa, pretty blue eyes, pretty big thighs. Yeah, run at it in the Buyer's Guide. I might have had one, maybe a few. Lazy weekday afternoon. Before I knew it, next thing I knew, I got me this here Buyer's Guide tune. Here's a handyman can do anything. A maid to order, she just cleans. 3 good tires just like new. A roll of chicken wire never been used. There once was a lady who lived in a shoe. Old Mother Hubbard and little boy blue. You could word it just like a nursery rhyme. Run at it in the Buyer's Guide. Big yard sale, make you up a sign and run you an ad in the Buyer's Guide. Whoa, pretty blue eyes, pretty big thighs. Yeah, run that ad in the Buyer's Guide. Puppies for sale, trailers for rent. Report them earnings to the government.
Horseshoe lessons in the classified. Run that Ed and the buyer's guide. 3 amigos, long hair needs an Ed for a singer, cause I can't sing. Here's a casket and flowers in case you just died. Run that Ed and the buyer's guide. So look up, now look down. Get your drinking buddy from the lost and found. Your kitty cat's 2 good homes. Monday come, I start to Jones. Mercy sakes alive, I cried. I can't wait till Wednesday night. Orange mailbox beside my drive. Got to have my buyer's guide. Yeah, big yard sale, make you up a sign. Run you an ad in the buyer's guide. Oh, pretty blue eyes, pretty big thighs. Yeah, run that ad in the buyer's guide. Orange mailbox beside my drive. Got to have my buyer's guide. So.
Oh my, yes, fantastic, Joe.
We're bugging you right there. It must have fell off.
No, it's not bothering me.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. All right. Trying to remember what key this one's called. All right, since it's the end of the show, I guess it'd be appropriate to do this one. This one's called Good Night and Goodbye. Don't know what made me think of the lyrics for this, but it's pretty much out there. I'm so confused here in the dark. Shine me a light if it's just a spark. You got your good morning, got your good afternoon. Good evening is a greeting, by the way. How do you do? Is it still a ladybug if the lady is a guy? Let's talk about good night and goodbye. Wonder why she's acting funny. Wonder, is it in my mind? I wonder if she thinks she saw me wander in my eyes. I bought her a soda to get to the show. Drove her to the party, we do-si-do. When I wonder too much, I don't have to try. I wonder, does good night mean goodbye? I'm just gonna wander till I wander out of sight. Will y'all come fetch me if I wander out of my mind? I'm just an average bear, you're sharp as a tack. Smarter than a whip, even smarter when it cracks. The chicken or the egg, we never did decide. Let's talk about good night and goodbye. You look the same as me, boy, totally confused. Go look in the mirror, standing in my shoes. Yeah, I bought her a soda, a ticket to the show. Drove her to the party, we do-si-do. When I wonder too much, I don't have to try. I wonder, does good night mean goodbye? Yeah, I'm just gonna wander till I wander out of sight. Will y'all come fetch me if I wander out of my mind? I'm just an average bear, you're sharp as a tack. Smarter than a whip, even smarter when it cracks. The chicken or the egg, we never did decide. Let's talk about good night and goodbye. The chicken or the egg, we never did decide. Let's talk about good night and goodbye. Let's talk about good night and goodbye. Let's talk about good night and goodbye. Rock and roll ending.
That was absolutely incredible.
Oh boy.
All right. I want to thank everyone for watching the show, and please, share this music. Thank both of my guests, Jennifer Maghan and Joe Ham. I had an incredible, wonderful conversation. That was a lot of fun, and it was really great to hear real musicians take on this brave new world, this artificial intelligence that I think is going to play a major role in our lives in the next coming few years. Thanks, everyone. Nick, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.